Welcome to tonight's Sisel Connect call. This is Milo Acosta, Director of North American Sales. We are very excited, guys, on today's call. We have tons and tons of things to talk about. We will be talking about some promotions that we have. We have several promotions for the month of December. We are excited because overall, 2019 has been a record-setting year for Sisel. Thanks to you guys and everything that you guys are doing. You guys are awesome. We have, a tour, a tour going on in the next couple of weeks. We have another meeting in Florida that Aaron's going to be at. We'll give you all that information next. But before I pass the time to Aaron, let's talk a little about some items, some information that you guys need to know. First of all, every single Monday night at 6 o'clock Utah time, we have the Wealth Builder webinar. We just had it an hour ago. We want to make sure that everybody that is interested in this system, or even though you're not interested or you don't understand it, make sure that you guys tell your team about this webinar. We are seeing the results when people use it. It's a great system. You guys can make a lot of money and duplicate and rank up really fast. So we're doing these webinars live. We want to make sure that they're a little interactive. So if you have any questions, we'll answer questions during the presentation. It's usually 30-minute long. So we want to make sure that everybody knows about this. If you don't have a computer and just want to listen to it, the phone number, you guys can have, there's a phone number that you guys can call and listen to it. I actually had it with me and it just disappeared. But anyway, actually I have it right here. The phone number that you guys can call and listen to it is 515-606-5865. And the access code is 102745#. Once again, the dial-in number for the Wealth Builder webinar is 515-606-5865, and the access code is 102745#. So we have that every Monday night at 6 o'clock. Now, we have several promotions for the month of December, guys. So starting, it's the 2nd, so starting today or yesterday actually, we have the season of sharing promo. We're going to be extending that. This promotion, guys, has been super successful in the month of November. So it's been so successful that we want to make sure that we extend it for December, since we know that we have the chance of getting to parties, to get-togethers with friends and family. We want to make sure that you guys have the tools and the products to share people and introduce them to Sisel. So on this pack, it comes with a bag of Sisel Ripped, a bag of Fire and Iced Tea, a bag of Sisel H2 Sticks, and Cafe Instant Coffee. You get 30 of each product pass-along cards. You get 30 share baggies. You get 30 Sisel stickers. That you put one sachet of each product in the baggie, and you have a Sisel sticker. You put your information there, and you share it with people. All this you can buy for $161. You get 159 PV, and you get 124 CV for distributors. Preferred customers can buy it for $177. And it's available. You guys can order it online. You guys can call customer service. And we are extending this awesome pack for the month of December. Another great promo that we have that started also December 1st is the free enrollment. We had that the last couple of weeks of November, and because we want to make sure that we close the year strong, we want to extend that free enrollment promo through the month of December. Now, you sign a brand new distributor. We're going to waive the $24.99 enrollment fee. This means that the brand new distributor will not get the kit when they sign up. Now, the kits are available though to purchase. If you guys want to purchase the kit during the month, you can go to the back office or call customer service, and you can purchase that kit. Those are available, but if you want to, obviously save that and enroll people during the month of December, we're going to waive the $24.99 enrollment fee for the whole month of December. Now, the third promotion that we have in December, it has to do with sign-ups. Okay, we did a similar promo, some time ago, but this promo we're going to be giving away $75 to every single person that enrolls 3 brand new distributors with at least 150 PV or more. You will get $75 in allocated funds, which means that you'll get PV and CV, for those $75, and that you can use that money towards product. So at the end of the month, we will be doing pulling a report, and everybody that has 3 or more will get $75. If you have 6, you get $150. If you have 9, whatever, you'll get $75 per 3 that you personally sponsor. Okay, through the month of December. So this already started December 1st, and it'll go through the end of the month. So we have that available for you guys too. So we will make sure that we have also a communication to make sure that you guys understand and how this works, and whoever won will make sure the customer service contacts you and let you guys know at the end of the month that your funds are available for you to use. Okay. So another great thing that we have going on, and for this I'm going to need the help of someone here. We are going to be releasing a brand new product on this call. So I know that Lisa was on the call with us, our country manager for Australia and our director of our skincare line. I know that she's been working with these products for months, and I think she released one of them in Australia. Well, we have her on the phone with us to give us a little more detail on this awesome product that we have. I've tried it, and it's what we need in December and in winter time. Anyway, I'm not going to steal her thunder. She did a great job on this. Lisa Olmauer, are you with us today?
I am with you. Thank you for having me. And I
am Thank you.
Super excited about this product. And it's a product that a lot of you guys have been asking about. So we meet and we talk about what distributors are saying, the products that we have, the products that we don't have, the products that they want. And that's one thing I've always tried to do is say what kind of products, you look at Tom Sr. and Tom Jr., and these are brilliant scientists, and they've got these formulas from all these studies and just everything that they're looking at every single day. And we have the Age Pill, TSX, and all these amazing formulas that kind of blow us away every single year. But a lot of times there's those products that we use every single day that it's like, we need this or we need that. And I try and listen to distributors and kind of just prod them and say, let's get this or let's get that. And, and because we use them every single day and they're fun. And one thing we've been asked a lot about is, where is our hand and body lotion? So as we talked about this, we thought, we need the hand and body lotion, and we need it to come back and be just such a great product. So I've been working on that the last year or so, and we've come up with a concept that we kind of tried out a few years ago, and this is what we're going to do. Right now, we're going to introduce the Tahitian Vanilla Hand and Body Lotion to you guys. It's going to be ready this week, and I think Milo has the pricing for you. I think he got that at the end of the day. He'll have that. He can give you that when I get done with this. And that will be your fall and winter formula. It's beautiful. It smells great. It feels great. It is just velvety. There's just no tackiness to it whatsoever. Our creative department has done an amazing job and put together a video on this lotion that you'll be able to have. And it's just a great price point, perfect for Christmas time, and a product that women especially use every single day. I mean, they'll have it in their purse. They have several places around their house they put it. And in this, especially where we live in Utah, people are always trying to rehydrate their hands just because it's so dry here. But it's just one of those products that we use every single day and we just needed. And we'd have meetings, and I'd hear people just say, everyone's talking, when are we just going to get these lotions? Everybody wants them. And when we did, we just thought, let's do it, and let's come back, and let's just make them awesome. And what we're going to do is we have the Tahitian vanilla, which is just a great fall, winter fragrance. And when it's gone, it's gone. But then what we'll do is we'll come out with a great spring and summer hand and body lotion. So like right now it's spring and summer in Australia, and they have the water lily jasmine. And it's such a great fragrance for them. They're loving it. They've had it for a month now, and it's just super exciting. When we have our spring and summer, then we'll transfer to that fragrance for that season for the U.S. and Japan. But it's great. It's a beautiful formula. Like I said, there's a great video that goes with it that shows everything. It's shea butter, extracts, mango fruit seed butter, great for stretch marks, scars, burns, wheat amino acids. It's just a great, great formula. Like I say, it will be available this week. Milo can give you pricing on that, but we were super excited to come back out with this. I hope everybody enjoys it and give us some feedback of what you like and what fragrance you want in the future. And I'll hand it back to you, Mike.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sisel. Yeah, she's been working the last year. You go into her office and you see like 20 different little bottles of different scents, and she has us kind of try them out. And the Tahitian vanilla one and the other one is they're really, really nice. The scent it's not super heavy or anything. It's perfect. So the price for this hand and body lotion is starting at $14 U.S. price. You get 14 PV and 11 CV on it, so it's an awesome price. For preferred customers, it's $15, 15 PV, and you get 12 CV on that. So make sure that you guys we'll on tomorrow's we'll be recording our WhatsApp call. We'll give you a little more information on when we're going to be releasing this, but I know we're going to be doing this week, so we'll give you a little more information on that call that we record tomorrow. That is going to be available. The phone number is 801-704-6800. That's our WhatsApp call that we record every week, with giving you updates on products, on promotion, and everything like that. So that's a recording that's available for that. So thank you so much, Sisel. I appreciate your time.
The hand and body lotion, and I'll just kind of give a plug. We are not done working on a full body lotion itself. A hand lotion is a little thicker, and we've worked on some in the previous years, and I've had a lot of people ask about that. So just so you know, we are working on that formula as well. I hope to have some announcements in the next month for that. So just a little plug on some stuff coming up in the future that you guys are going to love as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually got a text from Mr. DW like a month ago asking, hey, so when are we going to come up with this? I'm like, yeah, soon. So he's happy that we have that available. And I know a lot of people are happy with it because they're asking us, when are we going to have this one back, and when are we going to have this one back? So we do hear you guys every single time, like Lisa was saying. Give us your feedback, what you like, what you don't, things like that. It's great to work for a company that actually listens to the field and does things to make sure that help them with their business. So thank you so much for everything. Yeah, we have more things coming up. We actually have our VP of Global Sales and Marketing, Mr. Aaron Renner, on the other line. We're going to turn the time back to him because he has a lot more information for us also. Aaron, can you hear me?
Milo, I can. Can you hear me okay as well?
Perfect. Loud and clear.
Well, Milo, don't jump off just yet because you've got a big tour coming up. And what can people expect to see or hear or be a part of when you and I think Thomas, if I'm not mistaken, Thomas Maurer will be out on this tour with you. Where are you guys going? When are you going to be there? And then what are you sharing with the teams as you go around the Midwest to Northeast?
Well, we have a great tour planned for starting December 11th. And yes, I'm taking Thomas. And you guys owe me big time because driving with Thomas 24/7 for the next, for 4 or 5 days, it's a handful. So you're welcome. I'm kidding. He's an awesome guy. So I love traveling with them. But yeah, we will be going to Hagerstown, Indiana. We'll be there December 11th. The festivity starts at 6:30, and then we're going to be driving to Millersburg, Ohio, and we have a flyer on Facebook, and it's also in our blog that you guys can download. From there, we're driving to Pennsylvania, to Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, and then from there, that's Center County, and then we'll go to Lancaster County in Gordonville, PA, which we will be doing a lunch, Christmas lunch kind of thing. But yeah, we'll be talking about. We actually are taking a little surprise for you guys. We're taking a new presentation of a new product, so everybody gets to have one. It comes with a nice little pass along card, which everybody was asking for this product. So make sure that everybody that wants to get one, they have to be there. Also, I know Thomas is going to be talking a little about a brand new product that Senior's been working on for years also. And he'll do a little presentation on what this product is and when you guys can be expecting that product. So we're going to have that. We'll also do a game that we tried last year. We actually did last year a Jeopardy game. We split the rooms, men against women. And I guess women overall won last year. So apparently the men are saying this year they're going to take it all. So we'll see. So it's a nice Jeopardy game with Sisel questions. It's pretty funny. We made a rule that everybody, that were there that heard the questions, some questions about Senior and Aaron, nobody would tell them. So hopefully the same rule applies to this year. We're going to make it a little funny. So make sure that you guys are there to learn about it, to learn about what we've done in 2019, the growth, what we're expecting to do in 2020. So we want to close the year appreciating everybody for what everybody has done. We're going to have a great promotion, the promotion that you guys love the most for this year. Everybody that attends will have a nice way of earning a free product. And this product, we've done it before, and you guys love this promo. So we'll give you a little more details on the WhatsApp call tomorrow. But we have that available. Like I say, it's just an opportunity for us to be there and talk to you guys about what happened this year, the growth that we saw this year, our plans for next year, the products, the events that we're going to have next year, dates, everything that we're expecting to do in 2020. And believe me, Aaron, all the stuff that we're planning for 2020 is amazing. I know we had an amazing year in 2019. We're expecting to have a way bigger 2020 for sure. So we're super excited of that. And obviously you have an event this weekend in Florida, which Florida, and I'm going. And I was actually checking the weather in Florida for this week. It's going to be 70 degrees, and we're going to be in a 33 degrees in Indiana next week. But I started thinking, why is he going to Florida? I'm like, well, he probably needs to tan, and I don't. So that's fine. I'll go to Florida later. So anyway, back to you.
Well, Milo, again, every December Milo takes off and goes around the Midwest through the Northeast. So everybody just realize that this is going to be a lot of fun. The events are well planned, well organized. So if you have anybody that wants to go, look on the calendar, get with Milo, check with your local teams, find out where they're at. Because I'm telling you, these are going to be the fun events. They're going to be a little bit more relaxed, but with a lot of good content and information. And as Milo talked about, great product that you guys can go out and really, really start building your business with, that not only Milo will be taking out, but I'll also be taking some out to Florida with me. And then, of course, what I will say is thanking Liesel for jumping on the call, because what Liesel didn't say, but what she may have wanted to say, was the fact that and I've said this for years, when you got a bunch of dudes that are kind of running around the company, it's good to have a female person there that can actually give some input to the, our 70-plus amount of females that are in our business and in our company. But the fact is that when you think about that lotion, that is an amazing lotion, but not only amazing, it's a great product to give away as gifts for this coming holiday season. So don't wait. Obviously, you've got to get in on it quickly, but don't wait, because it's a great way for you to go out to give it to people. Everybody loves to give lotions and candles and all kinds of things for the holidays. Why not use this? Not only is it a great way for you to hit your qualifications and to be able to get rebates back using our loyalty rewards program, but what a great opportunity for you to go out and share this incredible message with other people and give them that product. So again, go out and see Milo and Thomas. I know that Milo's, as he mentioned, he's got other events coming up, again, later in the month back in California. So there's no shortage of opportunities for you guys to get together, in California. And so what a great chance it is for us to get together during the holiday season and really start working with those people that we want to start working with as we move into 2020. We're going to have a lot of great things happening where we've got different people. You'll hear from a couple of them tonight, different events that are not only coming up in Florida, but then, of course, we've got some events coming up in Pennsylvania in January. We've got other events in other parts of the U.S. I know that Milo's not going to be in the office much in January because he's got a busy month already calendared out. So, again, folks, we're doing this to help you guys, and we love the fact that we have these opportunities. We love the fact that we've got everybody that comes together on this call once a month, where we can really talk about the things that are happening and the opportunities that are staring us in the face. But these calls don't just end in the U.S. They don't just end in the U.S. and Canada. They don't just end in the U.S., Canada, and Australia, New Zealand. They go around the world. These are recorded calls. People share them with others, and they talk about what's going on with Sisel, because there's a lot of activity, but the activity is only good if you guys are contributing to the activity. One of the things that I talked about a couple of weeks ago, I said it is important for you guys to arrive with 5. I was on a team call with Amanda Koblenz and her group, Elsie Stoltzfus, et cetera. And one of the things that I talked about was that every single person should think about how many people they can bring to these events. These events aren't just set up for you to come by yourself. These events are set up so that you can bring others. You kind of know what they're about. You understand what the emphasis is on. And the event that we have coming up this Friday and Saturday in St. Augustine, Florida, is going to be just that, an event that allows you to not only have Friday night opportunity meeting, but then Saturday training. A lot of times we have trainings and kind of these overarching meetings where we do mini masters and masters events, and we have a lot of time where we spend in our seats and talking about the business and talking about motivation, talking about all of those things that are fundamentally important to our business. But the fact is, the opportunity is really where you want to send your people. So we're having a pure opportunity meeting on this coming Friday night, and we're going to have some great speakers that will be on tonight to talk a little bit about those subjects and the subject matter that will be trained on as well on Saturday. But one of the people that I want to bring on quickly, because, again, what I want to do is be able to get through a couple of these individuals so that you understand why it's important for you to look at these events as opportunities for your people to go out. If you're not able to make it yourself, do everything you can to arrive with 5. And if you can't make it by yourself, then make sure that you're reaching out to 5 different people that you know that you want to get to these events, and think about it that way. That's the important thing to think about as these events are coming up. So with that being said, I've got a person that many of you know, Daniel Whited. Daniel is obviously a person that is on the phone. You guys hear him 5 days a week in the mornings as we wake up with Sisel, and you think about some of the things that we're doing. But here's an opportunity that we have right now in Sisel in the morning. You're not going to hear about this, but you're going to hear about it on Friday night. You're also going to be trained on it on Saturday. And DW, in 3 minutes or less, talk about the 3x3 and how important that is for people to build their business. I can't wait to see you out at this event. I know that you love to golf. You live on a golf course, you and Miss Helen, but I'll tell you what, I know that this is an opportunity for you to go build business, not just go out and play golf. So tell us a little bit about the 3x3 in 3 minutes or less.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, it's just an honor to be with you guys tonight. And Liesel, phenomenal, coming out with a product. People are getting dry. They got alligator skin, and we're glad to have that product right there. Listen up. Here's what's going on. You want to grab a pen and a paper and write some things from left to right in just a minute. But in order to put together a cash flow system, and we're going to go fast, in order to put together a cash flow system, you're going to need some courage. And what happens when you have courage, there's a mystery in the word courage. And COU is coup, which stands for, the first part of courage, which stands for from the heart. And then RAG stands for to act. So you're going to, from the heart, act and take some action. That's what courage is all about. And, so to build the cash flow system, that we're talking about here, we're going to talk about something that's going to help you do a couple things: create time freedom and financial freedom. And that takes a positive attitude. It takes a mindset that says it's possible. It's possible. And we don't know what I'm going to share with you is possible. We know it's a fact because there have been several hundred people that have done it. And when you talk about a 3x3 and you get into that, one of the first things you want to do is lock in your home delivery, your auto purchase for a minimum of $250. Just as soon as you can. You can build up from $50 to $250 as soon as you can to pull the first of every month. So that's done. You can look on the second of the month to see that your auto purchase got pulled, so you're not running around with like a chicken with your head cut off trying to get it done the last minute of the month. Don't be that guy. Be a person that is business minded and has the mindset of an entrepreneur. And so, setting up your 3x3 is, you're going to personally sponsor and bring into the business. And I don't like the word sponsor. You're going to personally partner with 15 people, and you want to do that as quick as possible and try to get it done in 30, 60, no longer than 90 days. That gives you some accelerated momentum. So 15. Now, out of that 15, we know you're going to have 3 people that want to get this thing done now. They want to make things happen right now. Boom. They want to get her done. So on your piece of paper, on the left to right, you're going to write the word level. And then a little bit to the right of that, you're going to write the word people. And then to the right of that, you can write auto purchase or HD home delivery. And then to the right of that, you're going to write, total volume, personal volume, PV, and, or BV, business volume. And then to the right of that, you write the percent sign. To right of that, I want you to write dollars and cents. So on level 1, you brought those 15 in, and one guy steps up and goes, bam, I want this, I want it now, here's why, and you bring him forward. So, you on your level 1, the very first where it says level, write a 1, then to the right of that where it says people, you're bringing in 3 people. So you got 3 people that want to get this done now. All 3 are going to do a minimum, and you can put any number you want in here because, a lot of people will do 300 because at some point you're going to need 300 to qualify for even more bonuses they have. But 250 business volume, okay, 250 auto purchase, and you times that by 3 people gives you 750 total volume. At 7% on level 1 equals $52.50. So there you go. You've got $52. You got a bottle of Facoid paid for every month from now on. Not just once, but for the rest of your life, just going forward. It's done. So the very first thing Joe King teaches is this: get your products paid for. Level 2, those 3 people, you're going to help them do the same thing. They're going to bring in 3. So if you take, 3 times 3 equals 9, and they all do 250 business volume. So under that, you write 250. And that equals 2,250 business volume. You get paid 7% on that, gang. Slap me down, call me Joe King if you want to. That's $157.50. So there you go. Now you're at a couple $100 a month, and you're getting your products paid for. Step 3 locks that in a little bit. So level 3, those 9 all bring in 3 individuals. That gives you 27 total. And they do 250 business volume. That gives you a grand total of 6,750 business volume. Now, 7% on that. Again, that's $472. And I'm telling you, that's kind of a big deal when you look at that $472. Those first 3 levels pay you $682. That gives you enough money to pay for your own products, and then take a little money to go build your business and buy some of these packs that you're hearing about, far as the seasonal packs to get the word out. Then on the 4th level, those 27, you help them bring in 3. That gets kind of exciting. That's 81 people. at 250 business volume a month, each 81 that does. That's 20,000, 250 business volume, Aaron Renner. Now I'm getting a little excited. 7% of that takes you into $1,417 a month and 50 cents. Then we got one more level. We talk about a 3x3 and a 3x5. You know, that you help those 81. That's 243 at 250, 60,750 business volume. That gives you $4,252 just on that one level, for a grand total of $6,352.50. Aaron, I'm telling you, the most exciting thing about that is you more than got your products paid for. Now you're attacking your debt. You're not that far away from a six-figure income. And that does not include Fast Start money. It does not include luxury bonus. It does not include check match. It does not include infinity bonus. And that is the bomb program on the planet to go get it done. But it starts off with a little 3x3, getting your products paid for, helping others do the same thing. Aaron, I'm excited. That took me 2 minutes and 42 seconds. I might have had a slow clock though. I might have been on slow time, brother.
Well, I tell you what, I actually want to go out and build a 3x3 right this second, because I'm telling you, if you guys think about this in the way that DW explained it, it's really simple. We always talk about, let's work on getting a return on your investment. That's where your Fast Start money comes into play. It's a real simple process to start working on that. You come in, bring 4 people in at about, or the same amount that you came in at. That's going to get your product, your initial product purchase back immediately. So your initial investment is coming back. But the second portion of that is exactly what DW told you. You get paid down 3 levels at 7%. Now, if you talk about a 3x3, a pure 3x3, not only are you getting your products for free, that's a guarantee, but you're also putting a little bit of cash back into your household income, and then you keep building from there. And so there's no question that what DW is talking about is a relationship that allows you to go out and start growing your business and building your business, but focus on step 1. Focus on step 2. And just those 2 steps, step 1, get your return on your investment. Step 2, build a 3x3. Work on it aggressively, 30, 60, 90 days. We've got a person that's coming up in a minute that I'll tell you about that's already doing this. But, folks, we have a relationship where we're bringing people into this business. They want to own their own business, and we want to teach them how to be in the black, not in the red. That's what you're going to hear from DW. DW, thank you so much for the information. I can't wait to learn it while I'm sitting there in the crowd on Friday night, and I can't wait to be trained on it in depth on Saturday. So everybody, again, think about that as you think about planning out your week and what comes up on this weekend. DW, thanks again for being on the call. We're going to keep this thing running, and I'm telling you right now, we've got Pat Garrett. Pat, you're flying out from beautiful, sunny Southern California all the way out to beautiful, sunny St. Augustine, Florida, or California, I apologize, but Southern California all the way out to Florida. You are excited because there are a couple of things that are happening right now, but the app is something that you have used technology forever. It's helped you build your business, but the app is something that you're going to train us on and how to use the app effectively and efficiently to go out and start building your business. Pat Garrett, welcome to the call. Thanks for calling in tonight. Take us through in 3 minutes or less what you're going to teach people this coming weekend as you're out in Florida.
Hey, Aaron, thank you for having me on. What a great time it is. And you know what? I am super excited. I've been 10 years with Sisel, 10 years with the Mowers, and was part of the pre-launch, everything. And you know what? It doesn't get any better than it is right now. I think corporate has really taken all the excuses away. And I, for one, I'm very, very excited about the app. And the reason is we had something very similar in the beginning that actually was not an actual app, but it was an actual portal to be able to see as people, when you sent them items, they were able to actually review them. And that is the beauty behind this, really. Now, and when you get onto the app, if you have a smartphone, this is what you're going to be using on a daily basis. But the biggest part I love about this part is about the app is that I can share features. I can say I'm talking to somebody about the AIDS pill. Well, right away I can say, you know what, I forgot my business card, but if I sent you something, could you review it for me real quick and give me your opinion on it? And chances are they're going to say absolutely. So, hey, give me your text number and I'll send it to you right away. And it's that easy as you're talking to them, going into the app, actually setting up their profile, their contact information. And while you're still talking to them, say, hey, wait a second, I'm going to send that file to them. They get it, and you give them an assignment to go out and read it. And once they read it, this is the greatest thing too. You know that they read it, okay? Because a lot of times people give us lip service, and we know that in sales. A lot of people try to tell us what they want us to hear just to kind of get rid of us. Well, we don't know how to filter out those people because legitimately, a lot of times people just get busy and they don't get don't get a chance to look at things. Well, in this respect, they do. They get on as soon as you know how much they've read, you know how much they've looked at, and you already have a conversation starter because, hey, within 5-10 minutes after they've read that, I'm going to give them a jingle. Hey, can you talk? I'm going to give them a little text. Can you talk right now? And then sure enough, I'm going to get on and start asking about what they actually read, okay, and start to answer some of their questions, be very helpful about it. And you know what? The least bit out of that, more than likely going to get a great customer. And if they get a vision in this, hey, they get to look at the app themselves. They get to look at the back office and say, look at this. You can actually start a business right now if you're smart. You can start a business right now for free for just the price of the product you're going to be purchasing every month. And from then on, we can show you how to actually make money residually and create a dynasty, create an empire if you'd like. If not, we'll just help you get healthy. But you know what? That is the best thing. I love the fact that we can share PDFs. We can share videos. Videos are powerful little, I want to say workers for us. They're minions. Videos are little minions that go to work for us because what's great about it is I shared one earlier, and it was great when I popped on here to check this out, Aaron. The person I'd shared it with had already shared it with one other person. And that is the beauty of this. You know the people who are already going to work. You know the people because they can't hide it from you. And if they do get busy, you've seen what they've done. You can call and congratulate them. Hey, this is a great tool. I love the fact, too, that you can customize this tool and upload your own videos. Now, something that is being really web savvy right now for a lot of different businesses out there are making it a requirement that if you're going to do marketing for them, that you actually do your own personal videos because people want to have a personal appeal to it. So if that isn't something that you're comfortable with, well, at least you could give it a good try. And I would say, hey, don't do anything over 30 seconds. Send everybody out a congratulations. Send them out a welcome and tell them, hey, check out the new app. Hey, I'm excited about this. Can't wait to see everybody in St. Augustine. And we're going to go in depth in it in St. Augustine and a little bit more on the product. But what a great time to be in Sisel. Back to you, Aaron.
Well, Pat, looking forward to seeing you as well. And again, folks, you've got to realize that this app is something that allows you to share information, to share products, to share the opportunity. And as Pat said, it's about fortunes in the follow-up. It's about going back in and trying to determine, who's done what have they done, what activities have they done, and then let's get back in touch with them and keeping on with them, because the bottom line is we've got to do everything we can to keep this information flowing. And again, what our job is just to be people that disseminate the information. It's a real simple process. It's a real simple task. And each of you now have access to that app. And again, you should be using it. And like Pat said, personalize it and give it your own little touch, because once you do, it's yours. It's something that you can have. So again, Pat, thanks. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday or Friday night, and look forward to the in-depth training that you're going to give us, because these are the tools that are going to help people build their business. So everybody, I'm going to go right next to a person that, again, I've known for a long time. We've had a lot of fun. We've traveled around Florida together when I first met him, and again, he's been in here just hot and bothered, doing everything he can to keep the wheel spinning. And goals are a part of the wheel spinning. Goals are something that you should be setting for your short-term goals, for your intermediary, and then for your long-term goals, and there's something that you should be looking at on a daily basis. So Tim Proctor, welcome to the call. You don't have as far to go, but I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see you, and I'm excited to get the training on how to set my goals and set my vision and really start determining how I'm going to get there. Welcome to the call. What are people going to hear from you this coming weekend, Tim Proctor?
Well, thanks for having me on, Aaron. And, yes, I'm just like DW, Pat, yourself, we're all excited about getting together again because that is one of the goals. You have to always reconnect and build those relationships. But what I teach and train on our team calls is, and I actually talked about this here recently, is our goals. And I know you hear a lot of people always talk long-term, short-term, and all this other stuff. But really the wording that I started looking for, I did some reading and found out some things. And what we talk about are macro goals and micro goals. And macro are those long-term, the big goals, getting out of debt, your dream car, you're traveling, you're retiring, all that. Those are the macro goals that you want to reach. That's going to be something down the road. But to get there, we have to have our micro goals, which are our short-term goals. So you have to break it down into a monthly goal, to a weekly goal, to a daily goal. Those are the activities that are going to get you to that macro goal. And so it's just really and truthfully a mindset. It doesn't matter what your dream is, but for you to achieve it, you actually have to write these things down. You can't just keep them on your mind and say, oh, I'll remember them, because as you're going along, you're going to start thinking about some other things. And it's good to change your goals, change your plans, but you need to write them down where they're in front of you each and every day. I've got calendars. We talked about this tonight on my team call, too. I've got calendars on my phone, on my laptop, on my wall in front of me. I've got a planner that I carry with me, and I write those down, and I have my goals for that day, for that week, for that month written down in that planner. And so I always have them in front of me, and that's what we need to do because, it's something that's developed over time. It's not something that when you're starting a business, and this is a business. My father-in-law owned a grocery store. We knew what our goals were. You had to write those down even before day one of opening up that store to know what you're doing. And it's the same with these people, just like DW was talking about, the 3x3, 3x5. You have to set those goals on getting those 3 people in. Determining on how long it's going to take is what you need to write down and be focused on doing that. So get those into your mind. And it's something that, it's learned. It's not coming natural. It is a learned thing. And you have to practice it, and that's what the goals are for. And what's great is when you do hit a goal, celebrate and congratulate yourself on what you're doing. So that's it in a nutshell. And hopefully we're going to have a whole lot more fun and going over a lot more detail on Saturday.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to learn it, most of all, because, folks, you got to realize that if you're not setting goals, I can tell you have no direction. You literally will have no direction in where you're going in life. You've got to set those goals, identify where you want to be in the next, literally within days, weeks, months, and years. And by doing so, you're going to learn this coming Saturday from Tim about how to actually set those goals and achieve them. That's part of it. And I will tell you as well, there's something that's very simple, as Tim talked about, the learned versus born with. And I'm a big believer in the things that we can learn. I'm also a big believer in the things that we already are born with, that we can continue to develop and continue to hone our skills and knowledge and understanding. But, folks, we'd never stop. We should never stop. And there's so many people that say, oh, I've already learned, what I need to learn. I can tell you this. I've not learned anything that I need to learn. I need to continue to learn every day, and I'm excited to hear from these folks as we get out there. So with that being said, Tim, can't wait to see you again, you and Pam, and I'm looking forward to seeing the team when I get there. Folks, we're going to jump to the next person, Amanda Koblenz. Amanda, she and I had this great call with her team about a week ago. It was a great call. Here's the reason why, because we talked about the agenda. We talked about our mission, our vision, our strategy, what our goals were for that event, and I was super excited when I got off the call because it was an event coming up in January, and I can't wait to be out in Pennsylvania with Amanda and her team. But, Amanda, you're going to come down. You and I think your sister, if I'm not mistaken, Katie Ann, are going to be down in Florida with us. You're coming down to spend some time and help us understand a couple of things, but most importantly, we've got a big event coming up here in January. So why not give a quick plug in 3 minutes or less? Tell us what people can expect when they come out to Pennsylvania for that event and what you're expecting to see and hear when you come down to the Florida event. Amanda Koblenz, welcome to the call.
Well, Well, good evening, everyone, and thanks for having me on the call. I am so fired up right now. I feel very grateful that I'm able to be going to Florida to really, honestly, I can't wait to learn from all the guys that have, I was thinking, you know, when you go to an event like this and you're able to learn from people that have already been there and they've done it, and just like the goal setting, because for myself personally, I had never done network marketing before Sisel. So it's like I'm learning from the greatest people out there, and I'm so excited to just go recharge my battery and to come back fired up, and then we go into 2020 with our event you coming out here, and just to be able to really tell people, you know, what the mission is all about. But to go to Florida and just really, it's just to go down there and really recharge my battery and really learn how to move forward. I feel like I have a team of people that really want to take the next step, and where do we go from where we're at now? So that's really what I can't wait to learn from all of you guys in Florida. And then also for our January event, my goodness, there's so many different things, and it's just beautiful how we have the different type of events. And for here, my local people and everybody that wants to plug in, you're going to hear directly from Aaron, you know, why Sisel is around, why you can trust them, the foundation of the company, and you're going to hear, we're going to do some live demonstrations on stage on how to actually make the switch. And so ours is going to be more of the product and how to make the switch over to the Mauer mission. And then Friday evening, we are doing a small opportunity meeting. Anybody, you know, let me know if you want to be in on that, but that will be Friday night, just a small group. But I am so fired up. I'm so grateful for all of you coming out here and just to go and be able to connect and be with like-minded people. I feel like what better way to move forward in 2020 than with a group of people that are like-minded and want the same thing that you do. So I hope that answers your question, Aaron.
Well, Amanda, it does, and I can hear your energy, your excitement. I can't wait to see you this coming Friday night, so we're excited to be there. And I'm excited about the January event as well, folks. Again, when we talk about our goals, when we think about from a corporate perspective, I have to set my calendar, but it's also part of my goals. It's part of my helping different teams. It's part of helping people achieve, because right after that event, I actually jump on a plane, fly over to Europe for a couple weeks, and then I'm over there going from country to country and city to city doing the same thing. So it doesn't end, never ending. The opportunities are never ending, and that's really what we're looking at as we get into what's coming up here shortly. And I know that Laura Bacchini, you're going to be out in Pennsylvania in January, so I'm excited to be out there with you as well. But you're also coming to this wonderful event in Florida, and we've got so many heavy hitters coming to this event. I'm super excited about it. But Laura Bacchini, you do something that not a lot of people can do, and that is really to teach people how to work from their home and really to work in their home and teach people about the in-home parties and the way to grow your business and do sampling and taste and talks and all that wonderful stuff that we've talked about for years and years. What can people expect to hear from you as you come out to Florida and really spend some time with us and teach us some of the basics about how to build your business, because you've got a great big business. Can't wait to see you. Laura Bacchini, welcome to the call.
Good evening, Aaron. Thanks for having me. I do love in-homes, but I do build in various different ways. That just happens to be, for me, a focus, because I know you can never depend on any one way to build. I know some people do, but if anything ever happens, you crash and crumble if that's the only way you build. But that just happens to be my primary way, but I have lots of different things. But when we talk about in-homes, it could be whatever you want to call it. It could be a talk and taste. It could be an in-home gathering, a business opportunity, coffee and conversation. The main thing you're doing is you're sharing Sisel. And you have to identify your group and what's their goal and what's their hope, because we're just the messenger. So find out from your group in advance, is it product focused that I want, or is it business opportunity? Because surprisingly, I'm finding out more and more, there's quite a few people, more than I was believing, that want more business than what we are doing. And so I've shifted my focus a little bit, but a good rule of thumb is if product is the focus, you still have to have some business. So if you do 80% product focus and 20% opportunity, you always have to have the opportunity there. And if business is your focus, you do 80% opportunity, 20% on focus, on product. So keep your focus, but it's an 80-20 rule, and you just switch it. But to do just product and never mention the business opportunity, I found myself have lost out because other companies will come in and they have business as their primary focus, and people are signing up, and they're like, well, why not Sisel? And they're like, well, no one ever shared it. So I think if we all shift a little bit, because I have been, and I'm noticing the difference already, the number one product we have is the opportunity, and we're so unique. We're different than anybody else out there. We are Sisel, and we offer the most lucrative opportunity, but we're not driving it. And I think, bar none, we have the best products in the world, and everybody knows it because everyone keeps coming back. They're impact products. Even if they switch, people keep coming back. So it's pretty incredible. But be proud of it and share it. And that's what I do. It's all about personal relationships. The reason why I like to do the one-on-ones and the in-homes is because, sometimes you can't create that relationship online. You can't create that by telephone. You can't create it with just somebody in a blog or somebody in an email or a text message. You're reaching a lot of people, but that's kind of like passive type way to build your business because you just throw a lot out there and hope it hits. Where if you're out there eyeball to eyeball, heart to heart, people see it, they feel it, they know it's true. And so for me, that's how I've always built for over 40 years. And it's really basic, simple format. And, just to teach as you're going along, don't, right in the beginning, you're by yourself. But when you're not by yourself and you have a team, whether they're excellent or they're not excellent, they're all excellent when they first start. You just tell them at the end, that was awesome what you did, but here's what we can do to next time add this. But have one person do your opening, which is the welcome and sharing the mile mission, and making sure that they say, our mission is the opportunity for health, wealth, and happiness, for all of it, because it's not just the products. Then you do your products, then you do your business, and again, use your 80-20 rule, whatever your focus is going to be, and then have the strongest person do the close, because the close is really important, because you can go out night after night after night and do many things. And if you never close, if you never ask, if you never finish, you're just throwing a lot out there. And, again, it's passive. So you have to have a really strong close. So I think in all my years that closing is one of my most important things. And, yes, I will take all 4 parts and do all 4 myself if it's a brand-new group and there's nobody that's stepping up yet, although I always have somebody do the hello and thank you. They may not do the mission, but I always have whoever's hosting it stand up. But that's how you teach and learn from each other. And there are people out there that do the mile mission way better than I ever could, and I love it. It's awesome. We all learn from each other. But for me, I know everyone seems to think that the only way that I build is talking tapes. That's just my primary way. But I do stuff on the Internet. I do a lot with mailings. I do a lot of advertising. I do a lot because this is, like I said, you can't focus on any one way in this industry. You have to have multiple ways to be bringing in new customers, new distributors, and then teaching the same thing to people. But, Aaron, I love it, and I'm looking forward to being there. I'm going to freeze tomorrow. I'll be in Minnesota and Wisconsin where it's 8 to 15 degrees, and then I'll be with all of you in Florida on Friday and Saturday. And, yes, I will be in January in Pennsylvania, most likely in 2 locations, in February in Indiana in 2 locations. So I got quite the schedule planned, but I believe being out there, sharing the opportunity, eyeball to eyeball, heart to heart, whether it's our business opportunities in home or it's out there sharing with the team. So back to you, Aaron. Thanks for inviting me to call. I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Well, Laura, I certainly appreciate the insight, the thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that you give everybody. And I know that you're going to hate leaving that beautiful home that you just literally moved into this last week, and the poolside and folks that's in Southern California. There's a lot of jealousy happening as I see the photos and all the fun that they have as a family. But I'm excited to have you out there, and again, we'll warm up together because it's going to be definitely a great opportunity for us to come back together as a big family and see each other. I know even Barb Grindy is coming out from Montana, and I'm sure she's excited to hit 70 degrees from probably 7 or 15 right now. So, again, it's going to be a lot of fun, and thanks again, Laura. We certainly appreciate your insight after 30-some-odd years of doing this incredible business and what you've done and what you've built, and I'm excited about it. And I know We've got a great person I talked to a couple of years ago. He's really back engaged right now. And Evan Molovinsky, I mean, literally, if I think about it, you've been in for just over 20 days now. And so when DW kicked off the call, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about it in terms of what you've done in a short period of time. Let's call it 3 weeks now, that you have done exactly what DW was talking about. You took this look of 3x3. You kind of took the look of, what do I need to do to get to 1 star? And doggone it if you didn't hit it immediately. So, Evan, tell us about what you've done. Again, take just 2 or 3 minutes. But what is hitting you the hardest about this incredible business, the opportunity, this company called Sisel, and what you can do to help other people enjoy and achieve the same results that you're achieving right now? Mr. Superstar, take it away, Evan.
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect.
All right, great. Just wanted to make sure I was unmuting correctly. I remember, Aaron, talking to you 6-7 years ago. I remember I was the vice president of Gold's Gym at the time, and I was kind of wanting to get involved with Sisel to have some residual income. It probably wasn't the best time for me, and there were so many products I wasn't quite sure how to wrap my brain around it. And coming back to Sisel now, I think the biggest difference is once you drink the Kool-Aid and you understand how these are the best products that exist, you have nothing more than to add value to other people's lives, whether that's with business, whether that's with health. And real quick to tell you what that means, I've drank the Kool-Aid because 4 months ago, I had reconstructive surgery on my Achilles tendon, right in half. And Ray, Mr. Ray Hutchinson, I'm so grateful for him, never gave up on me. And he delivered some Fucoidin and delivered the amino acids RIP to me and said, load up on these. 1 month after having the surgery, of course with basic exercise and physical therapy, I got out of my cast, and the doctor said it would take a minimum of 3 months to get out of your cast. After I got out of my cast, I was in a boot. I was supposed to be in a boot for additional 3 months. And miraculously, after taking the Fucoidin, taking the RIP, I was out of my boot by month 2. Today, 4 months later, I'm running 1.5 miles and sprinting. When you drink the Kool-Aid, you have to. If you understand how powerful these products are, you have to let other people know. You have no choice. And once you understand how powerful this is, and you want to help other people, whether it's through business or whether it's through health, you have to go out and you have to tell the people you love, people you admire, and the people that you just want to add value to. And so I don't understand. I'm so new coming back into this, how all the downlines and uplines work. But what I do know is that if you care about someone, you need to tell them about this. And you have to be the messenger, just like what I heard. You have to be the messenger. And when you are the messenger, you've done your job. And so that's exactly what I've done. I've got 3 really important people that have enrolled. They're really excited about doing this, and that's how I hit 1 star. And I'm just getting fired up. I cannot wait to come to Florida and learn from everybody and see how this is really done. When I take how I drank the Kool-Aid and how many people I want to inspire and how many people I want to help and how many people I want to share this product with, lights out. Sky's the limit. This is unbelievable. So thank you so much.
Well, Evan, I'm inspired now, man. I tell you what, I love hearing about how the products help people. I think it's probably the number one concern that I have. I'm definitely a nutritional weirdo. I love the products. And so to hear your results, of course, Ray Hutchinson has told me all about them, but just to hear them from your mouth. And I can't wait to again, see you down in Florida, and I can't wait to hear your story again, and I can't wait to get a little bit more time with you because you are an inspiration. I can't wait to have you share that with others because it will motivate people. And again, folks, as he talked about, there's an opportunity for us right here. It's staring at us, but we have to go out and share it. And once you start to feel the benefits and once you start to see the things happening, you will identify with those people and resonate with those people, the things that are important to you that will be important to them. So, Evan, thank you so much for hopping on the call tonight. Look forward to seeing you in a couple of days, pal. Now, we've got to jump to Ray Hutchinson because, Ray, without you, we wouldn't even be having this event. So I'm excited about the event coming up. I'm excited about the information that's going to be shared. I'm more excited about the opportunity meeting. Of course, we do a lot of training. And training is great because without training, people don't have the ability to go into depth and have context. But you really set it up, and you said, Aaron, we want to do a big opportunity meeting, and then we want to do a great big training the next day for those people that want to stick around or come out on that Saturday to learn as much as they can, just like Evan said. What makes people tick? How do we get involved in the business? How do we engross ourselves in this opportunity? So Ray Hutchison, you've spent a lot of time putting together the thoughts, the ideas, the venue, and then getting people there. And, of course, like I said, we've got people flying in from all over the United States as well as Canada. I can't wait to see everybody there. How about you, Ray? What's going on inside your mind after you've listened to this call tonight?
Hey, good evening, Aaron. A lot. It takes me back listening to all the people tonight. And just I always try to, for myself at least, I try to always go back to the basics of how it all starts. Almost kind of like a reset or a do-over. Like, how can I do it better? What can I learn? Kind of like you said earlier, you never stop learning. But, the one thing I realize more and more is that it's about us. It's about people. There isn't anybody you're going to talk to out there, no matter who you are, no matter where you live, that's any different than the people you heard here tonight on the call. The one thing I would say, and I'm sure everybody that spoke tonight, including Evan, who 7 years ago was here, I spent a lot of time, and we were hot and heavy. It wasn't exciting, but I can tell his heart, his passion, that is driven, and he's an entrepreneur. He's not someone that goes to work for nothing, and that's okay. No one should expect to do that. And what I really think is it's sometimes the vision that we have. Your thoughts create your reality. So the question is, what are your thoughts? And I know, just like anybody else, sometimes your thoughts can really damage you more than help you. So that the idea of St. Augustine to me was put everybody in a place. Even the closest person is going to travel 3 hours or 2 hours. Or there's one real close person, they got 45 minutes, I think. But the bottom line is get everybody together. For those that are going to see this for the first time Friday night, an opportunity, give them a vision that they might not have had. For the rest of us, let's look back at our vision 8 years ago, 10 years ago, Pat Garrett, 4 years ago, Amanda Coleman. Whatever your time frame is, 3 weeks ago, Evan, the thing is the vision of what we can create collectively and by ourselves. And what I mean by that is, what do you want? What do you want? How can you create it, and who can you do it with? And Friday night and Saturday, you're going to figure that out. And that's where I think the vision of everybody, I don't care how successful you've been or unsuccessful you've been at this. But the greatest part about this, Aaron, that I think is that this can all change with you. Yes, we learn from each other. We can learn the things that help each other get there. The one thing I will say about this company, and I stand strong about this, some of the best people, human beings I have ever met have come through this company. Like so many other companies too, but not like this company. Why? Kind of like hearing the heartbeat of Evan, right? Drinking the Kool-Aid. Most people say, drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, it's an old term that's used. Because once you drink the Kool-Aid, there's no going back. If you drink it, you got to share it now. And you know what? It's all Kool-Aid until someone drinks it. Because until they believe it, they'll only have you to go on. But the bottom line is we do have some of the best products that have tested time over 40 years that are here, and nobody knows about them. They're my friends and partners, are the opportunity. The opportunity that lies ahead of us today is greater than it's ever been. If you don't believe me, Google anything you want to know about health, the crisis of America and health, the crisis, then go outside of America. Go to Australia. Go to Japan. It's not much better. It's better, but not much. So the bottom line is we have something that every household is either using, thinking about, or dreams about. Dreams about getting healthier, dreams about getting in shape, and tie it with a ribbon of, yes, this can financially free you for whatever you want. I look at this, Aaron, and I look back and I hear everything tonight, and I honestly think about, what is the risk? Somebody please tell me what the risk is here. Regardless of what language you speak, where you come from, what you've done, what you haven't done, what is the risk? Tax breaks for having your own business. Products that you're already using that don't have the toxins and the chemicals in it. Fighting formulas that actually help you, not hurt you. You know what's in them. Still safe approval. I mean, this is the Wizard of Oz, and the wizard is real. Tom Mallow Sr., Tom Mallow Jr., the whole Mallow family, Liesel, and all the corporate staff. Everybody's drank that Kool-Aid. And you know what? Like Evan said, it's now up to all of us. Create what you want out of this. And I agree. Be inspired. Be driven. Find your focus. Be ready in St. Augustine to take the notes. I have the pens. I have the pads. You just got to show up. I'll make sure you're not starving. I'll make sure everything's there for you to give yourself. Not me, not anybody else. Yourself everything that you need to, like Tim said, What is your goal going to be for 2020? What is your goal going to be when you leave St. Augustine for 2019? It's a lot of time left. What do you want to change? What do you want to change in you? And there's some people going to be. Jim and Anne-Marie, you'll hear one of the greatest weight loss stories this company has ever had. And guess what? 5 years later, 6 years later, he's still the greatest weight loss story. You know why? Because it's still off. He's healthier than most people that'll be in that room. But you know what? My point is, I know Jim wants to do more with that. I've had conversations with him last year. I know there wants to be more. You'll hear Dominic Puccini that will give you numbers that will make your head blow off. Any successful person, and I'm going a little longer maybe, but I'll just say this. The close is this. You got to be crazy not to hear this opportunity. You got to be crazy not to be part of this one way or the other, because there is no risk. No money out of pocket. I can show it to you on a board in less than a minute and a half. There's no risk. And it hasn't been one person, not one business person, not guys I know in Wall Street for 30 years. When I explain it to them, I said, explain it to me how it cost anybody anything. And my one friend who I've known 30 years, very successful broker, he said, you know what? I thought you were full of it at first, because there's got to be some kind of risk. There's risk to everything. But you're right. He goes, maybe the risk is not taking part of this, whether it's the health part, which I need, he says, whether it's the wealth part, which we all need. A little difficult for financial people, as the people in my field know that. It's tough to do these things on the ownership. And then the other part is, listen, what drives you? I mean, if health is not number one in your life, I start to think, why would it be in any company that's not health-driven? I know Evan would say the same thing. Evan can do it all in sales, whatever. I don't mean to brag on him, but the bottom line is he wants to see it here. So you know what? I have no doubt he'll be inspired. He'll learn the training that it is. He'll take what he has to take in for it. And then, like he said, go out there and share it with people. It's no different in corporate America. It's no different in anything you ever did. Tom Malasini started off in the chemical business. He went door to door, as I remember the story, and he sold. He sold what he believed in, that the products he had would do the job that they were supposed to do as good, if not better, than anybody else. And thank God for that, because it's where he found these products were in our household products. Now there was a better opportunity set forward, whether anybody knows it or not. I think we all do. This may be the single greatest opportunity I've ever seen in this field. And Dominic Puccini will bring you the numbers that says to you, why would you go into a field that doesn't have any money? There's nothing wrong with that. I almost went into a field that wasn't going to pay me, but I wanted to do it out of a labor of love, right? We can talk about that all the time. But the bottom line is, if you want to go into something where your health, which should be number one in your list above all things, because if it isn't, you ain't here. And you ain't here for any of the people that you love. And number two, opportunity, freedom. Freedom. Everybody wants freedom. And freedom, unfortunately, a lot of times is the hours you free up and the financial needs you get. So what better to do something that drives you, inspires you, and moves you forward, where it can pay your bills, and guess what? You will become extremely wealthy in this company, and I can guarantee you, you'll become extremely healthy in this company. And you know what? You'll get to that by helping a lot of people. The only way to get there is help others do the same. And that's probably what I love most about this, Aaron and everybody, is that we together have a movement like I've never seen. And I stand, when I say this to everybody that's going to listen to this call, it is stronger today. And I know from Doc Fizz to so many names out there in the west coast of Wisconsin, my cheese-eating friends, my beer-drinking friends, wherever they are all over this planet, we all know this. It's a better opportunity today, regardless of how many years you've been here. The signs are all there. Ask Scott Murdoch in Japan. He'll tell you, stronger in the next 5 years in this field, even in Japan, it's there. It's there for us, and we have the company to take forward. And I'm sure Tom Sr. would say, I've been saying this for 40 years. Well, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to start saying it for the next 40 for Tom, with a louder voice than even his. And so I'll rest my case on that. But want to know if it's an opportunity, Aaron. I'm heading down that way now. I look forward to seeing everybody over the course of this next week. And, everybody travel safe and be excited. This could change. This is the moment that changes your life. And every other event after this that you can get someone to, will change your life. Believe it, so they believe what you're telling them. Because if you believe it and they believe it, then it's probably going to happen. Your thoughts create your reality. Remember that.
Well, Ray, I certainly appreciate it, and I'm super excited about being out there with everybody. And I want to leave with just a couple of thoughts as I've listened to what Ray has said, and of course we've got Evan and Amanda and Laura Bacini and DW and of course Tim Proctor, Pat Garrett. What a lineup tonight, folks! I mean, I've got to tell you, this was a great call. Number one, just for me to hear all of the exciting things that are going to happen at this event, but not only that, also all the great things about Sisel. I mean, when I got involved with Sisel, when I first walked into the manufacturing facility, met Tom Maurer Sr., I saw a man that had been doing that at that time for about 23 years. So think about that. We're now at about 35 years roughly. It's about 24 at the time. So when we think about it, I've been with this company for 11 years. And what I've seen is an incredible management team, an executive team that has a lot of experience, not only in business, but also in the network marketing space. And then when you think about the debt-free company and the debt-free facility, we're not slaves to shareholders. We're not slaves to debt. We're not slaves to banks. We're not slaves to board members or anybody else. We're doing things the way we want to do things. And as a result, when you think about some of these other companies that are out there, Tom Maurer Sr. has personally put over $100 million of his own money into this business and not taken out any loans or debt. So when you think about that, when I looked at investing into companies, I looked at a couple of things. That was one of them. The other side of it was the executive team. The other side of it was where do they manufacture? Who are they beholden to in order to get their products? Well, we have our own manufacturing facility, a 300,000 plus square foot facility that has some of the most state-of-the-art equipment in it, so it allows us to build our own products from the time we buy the raw ingredients till the time it hits your doorstep. We have total control of that process. And then when you think about those products that are actually being built, like Ray said, these are products that there's no risk. How can you see risk in purchasing a product? I was over at Costco the other day, and I thought to myself, look at all these people and look at all these vitamins and supplements that are being sold in this area. And there are people everywhere looking at these vitamins, these supplements, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Well, here's what I know. What we put in the bottle is exactly what we say is in the bottle on the label. It's no different. That the FDA, when they went through and identified all these different companies that had picked up all these different products and they tried to source and determine how those products were built, what they found out was pretty spooky, because a lot of those products didn't have anything in them, in the capsules or tablets that they pulled off the shelf, that they said were on the label. They had nothing. Some of them had literally zero. Some of them had sawdust. Some of them had sand as fillers. So, folks, we know what we put in the bottle. We know what we put in the capsule and the tablet and the liquid. We know what we put in our personal care and our skin care. We know the types of products that you want, that you need, that you're looking for. So like Ray said, where's the risk? I don't see any risk either. And then when you think about the opportunity, we have 8 incredible profit centers that will be talked about on Saturday. We're not going to do it on Friday night, because if you're brand new, we want you to learn the basics to start with. We have to walk or crawl, then walk, then run. So we want to start crawling, folks, and that's really what we're talking about. And then when we think about the longevity of where we're at, you're going to hear, as Ray said, from Dominic Piccini, he's going to talk about all kinds of wonderful factors and points of fact that are dealing with the world we live in today. And what I want you to think about is that there's a time and a place for everything. And are you in the right place at the right time? Do you have the income that you want at your current job? Are you looking for some additional sources of income? Don't quit your job. There's that farce of I'm going to quit my job and go this full time. Until you can satisfy your needs of your income requirements, don't even talk about it. But guess what? If you can put 30 minutes a day into it, if you can put an hour of it, if you can put 10 hours a week, if you can put 20, you're going to get rewarded for the time and effort that you can put into it. So think about it from that perspective. And, folks, we have the opportunity. It's staring you in the face. All you have to do is take advantage of it. And like Ray said, what risk is there? If there's no risk, if we can show you through what DW is going to point out in the 3x3 matrix, if we can just show you simply how to get your money back on your initial investment and how to get your product for free every month, why not add a little bit of additional income into your household? What does that do for you? What does it do for your family or your friends? What does it do for your associates? How can it help them? You don't know what people are struggling with until you ask. So like Laura said, you've got to have the conversation. You've got to be able to be willing to talk about those things that may be a little scary for you, but we're there to teach you and train you and help you. So those the events in the calendar that we talked about earlier, the St. Augustine event, and then all of the places that Milo and Thomas are going to be, as well as Milo out in California working with Pat Garrett and his team. I'm sure the Baccinis will be there and many others. It'll be a great chance for you to learn, and then that doesn't stop there, folks. It goes into January and February and March and April, May, June, July, on and on. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. It's something that you train for, and you put your time and your miles down and your minutes and your hours of running And once you do that, you're ready for that marathon. But it doesn't end there. Most people say, okay, well, I've done that. Now I got to go to the next one. And they keep training and they keep working at it and they keep doing everything they can because they recognize that that's where the opportunity comes from. So I am super excited. I'm certainly excited to see those people that I love and care about and respect and be able to spend time with them. But I can't wait to meet those new people, the people that I don't know, because those people are going to become a part of our family as we get together this coming weekend. And those people that meet with Milo and Thomas and those people that meet with others that are literally getting together today and other places around the world, we have a chance to get together with you. And this is this great big Sisel family. We want to embrace you. We want to lock arms. So for those of you that were invited to the call tonight, don't hesitate to call back that person and say, what is going on with this company? Who is Sisel? Why are they so excited? Why are these people so excited? Why are these people jumping on airplanes and trains and buses to get out to this event so that they can spend time there on their own dime? Folks, get in touch with the person that got you on the call tonight, and if that person called you or you called them, follow up. Fortunes in the follow-up, as Pat Garrett talked about. Get back with them, and I look forward to seeing, again, everybody. I look forward to seeing these new faces. I look forward to talking about this incredible new product that Liesl talked about earlier. I look forward to enjoying the opportunities to spend time with you and some of the promotions and campaigns and see people's names up in lights. I'm ready. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can feel it. It's building, and the momentum is there, and this movement called Sisel is ready for you. So I look forward to seeing you guys at these events. Again, everybody, we love this call. First Monday of every month is the time where we do the call. I'm looking forward to seeing each one of you again coming up in the weeks and months ahead. Everybody take care. Have a great night. Have a great day, and have a great week, and have a great month. Take care. See you, everybody.